What is up, EnviroGuard family?
Woo!
Woo! Welcome to Tabula Rasa. We are excited. That is Latin for clean slate. So honestly, guys, we're super excited to go over some stuff today and jam on the amazing first half. But we're just as excited to talk about the second half and some important things that we're going to go over.
Yeah, we'll dive into this a little bit more, but Tabula Rasa, it actually came from my sophomore history teacher. That's where and I remembered it this whole time. I haven't even told you this. Her name was Mrs. Call. And she talked about it a lot in the sense that, like, you can't forget what happened in the first half. Like, it existed, it happened, but you have to learn from it. You have to embrace it. You have to improve upon it. And you give yourself the chance to have a fresh start with the context of those lessons, make the improvements that you need to make, and become even better. So we've got a couple clips, a couple tips and tricks, a lot of shout outs, and some good we want to share. It is 12:30 p.m. in Utah here, and Mitch and I are just finally finishing this, but we're committed.
Making it happen. I got
Making it happen.
Elder Myers here.
I wore my new church shirt. You'll have to forgive us if we're a little out of it from time to time, but let's kick it off with an incredible clip from our guy, Alexis Hormozy.
You only need to get rich once, so you might as well work as hard as you can to get it done as fast as you can. The fastest way to attract what you want in life is to deserve it by doing so much work it becomes unreasonable not to achieve it. Do so much work, it would be unreasonable that you fail. The seat at the table is yours if you want it. Do the hard work, build the skills no one can ignore, adjust your mindset to match where you want to go, then pull up a chair and sit down. You want to work with such relentless obsession that when people see you, they're grateful they don't have to compete against you. The fastest shortcut is to stop looking for shortcuts. Do the work.
Are those all mine?
All one.
Violence is the answer. There's two quotes in the first few pages of our sales handbook at eternalaidacquisition.com. One is volume negates luck, and violence is the answer. And I would say that those are like credos that the team lives by. And I think
Violent team.
They are, and violently successful. I think there's a lot of power in knowing that you're doing every single thing you possibly can to win.
Guys, if that doesn't just fire you up, I don't know what will. I listened to this podcast on my drive back to St. George today while I'm freaking plowing in the U-Haul with my kid Ray. And the whole time I'm just fired up and grateful because I feel so many of those things that he talks about this opportunity that we're experiencing right now. And I've felt it for a long time, but I feel it this year more than ever. Like, I feel so committed. I feel so driven. I feel so purposeful. On the hard days, I remember and I push myself and I want it a little bit more and I fight for it because I care. And it feels so good to have something to be like violently passionate for. And that's not to say we don't make mistakes along the way. That's not to say sometimes it's not hard. That's not to say sometimes you don't want to do it or whatever else is there. But like, I feel grateful for this opportunity. I feel excited for what we're doing. And I'm proud of us because I know there's a ton of people on the EnviroGuard team that can say without a shadow of a doubt, like, I've given everything. I've given more than I wanted to this summer. I've given more than I thought I could this summer. And we're starting to see those results, and it's only going to get better the second half.
Yeah, it's exciting. Volume negates luck. And how many times did he say work and relentless and violence, right? So a lot of good in that from Hormozy and Chris. Good stuff. So we're going to get into some shout outs. Want to recognize some people from the incredible first half. Let's take a second and appreciate what we're doing as a company. And honestly, a big part of this is the operations team. So I want everyone to make sure you show love to the operations team, to the service pros, the branch managers, the call center. It is a collective effort from an incredible team that the EnviroGuard family is. So we're at 37,200,000 in new service revenue. Absolutely incredible. Last year, EnviroGuard did I think 23 million.
Yeah, I mean a little over half this.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they've been able to ramp up and
Yeah.
scale and
So
support. And
shout out to everyone involved. We're super grateful and appreciative, and definitely a team effort all the way around, and obviously all the sales reps.
it's cool too. I mean, a lot of you guys probably know some of the people that work here, but most of you don't. Like most of you kind of joined with blind faith and shipped out to go sell. And I'm really excited for you guys to come back in the fall and come to Welcome Home and meet a lot of these people because every person here has a story and every person here has something that they care about and a reason that they work hard and their own why behind why they fight for EnviroGuard and the team here and everything like that. And it's just cool. Like it's been cool to see a lot of the call center people step up to the plate and do the best they've ever done. It's been cool to see a lot of the corporate support team and how they've risen to the occasion and what it means to them. And like 37 million is a giant number, but the stories behind each digit there and the stories behind each person that's made this possible is really, really inspiring.
Yeah, seeing how passionate the different departments are, and the leads in every department. It's been fun. Like
Well,
it
and
really
even some
has
of the
been.
new people we're going to be able to bring in too. Like when you scale like this, it requires new growth and new sets of eyes and everything like that too. Like it's cool, guys. So that should mean something to you.
Yep. All right, top 20. So we're not going to name every name on here, but if you are on here, I want you to take a second. If you have a team member on here, make sure you give a round of applause for them. Ryan Pay at 650, Zach Bodane with one of the best months I've ever seen in the history of pest control last month in June. Ryan Plant, Paytas. So shout out to everyone on this list.
Crazy thing as I'm looking at this list right here. I don't know 100% of these guys perfectly well, and I also don't know what they did last summer perfectly well, but Ryan Pay beating what he did last year. Zach Bodane smoked what he did last year. Ryan Plant beat what he did last year. Ryan Paytas, I'm fairly sure beating what he did last year, right? Last year.
Yeah,
Uh,
before he gold.
John Martin, when you add in his previous company revenue, beating what he did last year. Adam Tillman, not beating what he did last year, but darn close. Bridger Swafford, darn close. Bo Compton ahead. Jap, I'm pretty dang sure
That
ahead.
is crazy.
Jackson Smythe ahead. Andrew
Guys, at the
Myers
start
ahead.
of July, already beating all of last year.
I mean, it's almost every single person. Like it's
That's
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
So shout out to the top 20, and how about the fact that we have 20 dudes over 250K? Like that is a competitive leaderboard, and it doesn't end there. If you keep going down the list, we've got some real stunners. So proud of everybody.
Top 10 rookies, Angelo, Boston, Brian. Once again, take a second, appreciate, and give them a round of applause if they're on your team. This is big time. We got cut off number 10 there.
Oop.
But top 10 over 130, and a lot of these guys picking up steam, and it's fun to watch different rookies climb the rankings and rise to the occasion, because a lot of rookies will double or triple, quadruple their production in the second half. So good
Yeah,
stuff.
I shouted this out the other day in the group me. But for the first time, we had the rookies outperform the vets and the sophomores. And that's a tribute to your guys' skill improving. And if you watched the last podcast, I talked about this, but rookies especially, your closing ratio gets significantly better as the year goes on. Like your average rookie will start closing like 1 in 40, 1 in 50, some of them even 1 in 60. But by the time July rolls around and we get to kind of wipe the slate clean, you guys are probably closing 1 in 25. And if you can keep the same work ethic and continue to improve that, you're going to see it go to 1 in 20 by the end of the month, 1 in 15 by the start of August, 1 in 10 once the summer ends. Like you get better at this job. Keep your work ethic.
Yeah, the work ethic, and then right along with that's the enthusiasm and the attitude, right? Like those have to accompany the work ethic, because the skill's there. And as a job, it can get harder, it can get hot. And if those dip, then of course your results can dip too. So that's a good reminder.
Shout out to the teams. Guys, Houston North, I mean, just a monstrous, like unbelievable team. They're at $4.476 million in revenue. Dallas, 3.2 million. Lubbock, 2.8 million. Houston South, 2.6 million. Baltimore, 2.2 million. Like we have put up some monster revenue in different branches throughout the company this year, and it's cool to see. I always hear about, you branch owners and you team leaders and you sales reps running into guys that own pest control companies and flexing on them like, hey, we started a branch this year and we're at $4 million in revenue, and these guys' jaw just hits the floor. And it is crazy what we've been able to pull off. And I don't say this lightly, and I hope it comes off as sincerely as I mean. Like, there's a lot to be grateful for here. Like, this is life changing for so many people on your guys' teams, so many people that you'll work with in the future. Like, there is a lot to be grateful for here. And proud of everybody, grateful to be along for the journey, and just excited about what we're doing.
Yeah, I think of the Houston teams when we originally came over, and McKenna and Aiden and we're talking and, saying, I think we'll do 10 million in Houston alone. I don't think Nate and Luke believed it. So watching it come to fruition is freaking awesome. So shout out to all these teams. And I do want to add Dallas up with the other offices that they branched off
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
Be cool to see. So anyway, shout out. Okay, we're gonna touch on this quick because this is awesome. And guys, these guys all do approve at a freaking high level. That's what I want to start with. So this shows active accounts and then their current retention with pending cancels. Caleb Barton, 322 accounts, 97% active.
I got to give Caleb another shout out too. Caleb is scheduling out on average like 2-3 days.
Yep.
We need to recruit him a freaking tech. If any of you have techs that we can recruit for Caleb, please send them my way. I've talked to him quite a bit about it. Like, Caleb is not getting the opportunity to just bang in same day after same day after same day after same day. Like, he's scheduling people out, still getting them serviced, and then they're retaining. Like, an incredibly transparent, honest, doing it the right way. Nice job, Caleb. E-Man, definition of a good guy. E-Man actually signed up last minute to come out and sell with us, and so glad he did because he's got 95.91% retention on 258 deals. Like, that is incredible.
Yeah, I like, and Ryan Paytas, former Golden Door, 581 active at 95%. Jap, incredible out in Houston in a competitive market. Zach Bodane. Guys, it's so cool seeing this and seeing the direct correlation with the approves and the Clover accounts. It's real. I promise you it works. And we say it a lot, but the call center here begs us for the reps to do this at a higher level so that they have legs to stand on when people call in and they make up these stories or they say he or she said this or that. So anyway, just a big reminder to do Clover accounts, do the approve, and don't use the excuse that you can't sell at a high level because our top rep does it.
Dude,
This
Zach
last
Bodane has 631 active accounts. That is
he
so
does like
many
80,
accounts.
80 or 90% approves.
It's
Like,
incredible.
it's freaking awesome. So anyway, everyone else, Bo, Michael, Caesar, good job.
Yeah,
Proud of y'all.
proud of everybody.
Jade.
We want to give you guys some really brief housekeeping, kind of tournament update, reminder type stuff. First and foremost, the Good Guys Finals. So we've done a ton of kind of seeding matches to give you guys some familiarity with the team and also get the competitive juices flowing. I know Houston North just broke off today. We've got the John Martin group that's now in College Station and will be going to Louisiana. And then we've got the Aiden, Andrew Miller, Jap, Noah, Tim, the crew kind of still in Houston. And I mean, it's getting competitive already. Like, teams are getting chippy. Dallas talks about wanting to win. I guess OKC now talks about wanting to win. I know North Carolina's recruited a couple people last minute that they're adding to the roster and really excited about. Adam Tillman, I mean, the guy has been texting me all weekend because he had one of his reps not count towards the score. And he's like, I gotta beat Baltimore. Like, the whole team is just frothing. So this is gonna get competitive. Like, it's gonna get fun. It's gonna get competitive. It's gonna get hot. People are gonna be working harder than they've ever worked. I hope you guys are really excited about the Good Guys Finals. The branding on this is gonna continue getting better year over year over year, but we've worked hard to get it to where it is
Dude,
this year.
it's gonna be electric. Lubbock came in at the 1 seed, Pensacola, then you got Dallas, which is the OKC group, coming in at the 2, North Carolina at the 3, Maryland. Am I looking at, I don't know if these are organized right. Yeah, they're right. Okay. Just making sure they were right. So anyway, California after that, Amarillo. It's gonna be a battle. Like, it's gonna be an absolute bloodbath. And here are the prizes right here. Once you win the the Sweet 16. There's 16 teams. You go to the Elite Eight. That's what you already win. You win that. You go to the semis. You get the backpack.
Yeah, so to clarify, because there's always some confusion on this, if you win the first round, you get the Elite Eight prize. So this is the prize for making it to the Elite Eight. This is the prize for making it to the Final Four. This is the prize for making it to the championship. And the UFC tickets is the prize for winning the whole thing.
Vegas
Vegas.
weekend, which is dope.
The Green Jacket, the most prestigious tournament in all of sports. Guys, if you're not romantic about golf, you should be. My greatest regret is that I didn't play golf, and I love watching the Masters every year. It's fun. And this tournament's kind of going to be modeled after that. So the winner is going to get like a fully custom Green Jacket suit. You're going to be the only one to have it. No one else is going to get it. So every year there will be 2 people that win this. There'll be a rookie and an experienced rep. You're also going to get a K-Truck this year, which, I mean, I drive a K-Truck every day of my life, and it's a lot of fun.
It's awesome. We're going to have the Masters, like the actual golf tournament. You get your name like on a locker in the clubhouse at Augusta. We're going to put names on the locker in the here at EnviroGuard. So there's lockers here. Your name will be put up. Anyway.
And
cool.
yeah, again,
dope
you win
prizes. Like, look at the prizes.
Yep.
Like, it's freaking awesome. So lot of prizes on the line. Top 64 rookies and experience competing. Reminder about the July incentive. We don't need to go over this too much, but go hit it.
Big reminder on this. One thing I will say, you have to do your approves. So you got to do 40% approve. We went heavy on the prizes, expecting that this revenue will count, this revenue will retain, this revenue will be real, it will be legitimate. So you got to do your approves. And again, part of this whole blank slate thing, the Tabula Rasa, is you get a fresh start. And so if you haven't done it previously, please take me serious and please start. And approve is going to be a factor in both of these tournaments as well. So you might as well start now.
Yeah, the approve, you get an extra $250 in revenue towards that account in the tournaments for every approved account that you do. So it's a big deal. And then multi-year as well. If you do a 18 or 24 month, you get an extra $250 in revenue that'll go towards that account. So that's an extra $500. So if you sold $1,000 contract, 24 monthed it and approved it, it'll actually count in the tournament. It'll be a $1,500 value to go towards the RPR. So those two, I'm telling you, get good at them because they carry a lot of weight.
Guys, we want to talk a little bit about this whole fresh start, checkpoint restart, second half, finish strong, tabula rasa, kind of what it means to each of us, and what we hope it will mean to you guys and what we hope it will mean for the rest of the summer. I knocked for eight summers. Okay, I knocked for 8 full years, and then I've done 4 years of flying around and managing. This is year 5 of that. And I remember July, and I remember the halfway point like all too well. I don't think it's something you ever forget. And it's hard. Like, it is hard. And I talk to a dozen reps every day, and I have team leads call me every day, and some of them it's just event. And the consistent theme is always like, oh my gosh, the summer is long and it's hot and it's humid and I'm feeling it. And like, I've been there and it's real. Like, there's no way that you can run from it. There's no way that you can hide from it. There's no way that you can avoid it. Like, motivation this time of year can be hard to come by. Like, it can be. Okay. And that's real. But you have to remember what you set out to achieve. And you have to remember just how important it is, just how big you have to go. You have to remember your why. You have to remember that, like, deeper, more impactful, meaningful, here's what I want to get out of the summer and here's who I want to become. And if you can focus on these more intangible sides of things, everything else becomes doable. And it's still going to be hard. It's still going to be hot. Your neighborhood's still going to be knocked. Like, all those things are real. You can't run from them. But you got to embrace the hard and become the best version of yourself. You got to learn from the past and step forward into the future with confidence and with a renewed purpose of, here's what I got to do. And it's worth it.
Yeah, it's so worth it. And so much of my approach is that I learned over the years, and it's a skill, but appreciating the job and the journey, and we get to do the job. Like, we get to go sell pest control, and it is an actual privilege. And when you go out there and every day, I like, my affirmations are, I am going to radiate so much light and joy, and I'm gonna connect with customers. Sales flow to me. I get to do this job. I get to go out and just converse with people. And it's so much of the job in life is the story you tell yourself. I remember my Julys and August where, yes, I did have some early on where I would go out and be pouty and pissy and look at the bad and the negative in at this time of the year, but I got better with time, and I realized it's it's a choice. It's a choice. Like, it's an actual choice of how you wake up and the mood you're in, and we all have so much to be grateful for. We touched on the 4th of July, and man, what a cool holiday, just to reflect on what we all have. So, we want you to, everyone should have a sheet. Anything else to add on that? The
Uh,
Tabula Rasa sheet?
I would just say, yeah, let's show them the sheet and kind of go through it. But I would just say, like, the whole idea behind this kind of process is you have to literally like commit to restarting. Like, commit to a fresh start. Like, just like you were excited the first day of the summer and a little bit giddy and nervous and, you know, anxious and
Yeah.
and hopeful. Like, we want you to feel a version of that again. And we want you to feel, you know, light and not heavy and not depressed. And we want you to feel like motivated and ambitious, and
Yeah,
like the goal is to get back there.
Yogi uses this analogy where throughout the summer, it's like you're carrying a backpack, and throughout the summer, you have these hard days and even hard weeks, and these things are rocks that you put in your backpack, and it gets heavy, right? Because a lot of times we don't take them out and we carry these things with us. Things are going on at home, it's rainy, it's competitive, and this all of a sudden you're carrying all this weight, and you're sluggish and you're down. It's like, no, dude, this is all about tabula rasa is clean slate. Like, take it off. Like, new start. Let's freaking go. That's what this is about, is setting new goals that you're going to chase down and that you're going to give yourself a chance, like a real shot to achieve. That's what this activity is about. And yeah, they might be lower, a lot lower than what you initially started. Guess what? That's 99% of people in this industry, resetting it. I did that a lot. I reset it. Yeah, sometimes it was lower. That's okay. Who cares? It's all about resetting and having something to aim at. And that's what this activity is about. So let's jump into it.
So here's the sheet. Let me zoom out one click. The past cannot be changed. The finish is still yours to create. Like, I'm huge on learning from the good, learning from the bad, and then taking all of that and doubling down to get to where you want to be. And so we want you guys to spend some time on this, and team leads, maybe you can pause it and kind of lead this activity, but we want you to be really transparent and honest with yourself about where you're at. And so this first little section, where I stand today, write down your current revenue, your current daily average, and how many days you have left. Okay, go in and count them. Say, hey, I've got 51 days until the end of August, or however many it is. It's probably closer to 46 now. Here's where I've been doing. Here's where I'm at. Like, get real honest with yourself. And I also think it's important that you kind of analyze and say, hey, where's my effort? Have I had a 10 out of 10 effort, or have I been at 6 out of 10? Am I getting right out of the car, or am I sitting around and doom scrolling for a half hour? Am I getting one game of Clash before I go knock, or am I at 7? Like, be real honest with yourself and where you're at. Take a moment to kind of analyze that. And then we want you to kind of double down and create the new goal, the new vision for where you're at and where you can actually get to. And guys, again, we're being honest with ourselves. If you're at 100K right now, you're not getting to 500K by the end of the summer. And that's okay. Like, the goal should be to do the most that you possibly can to maximize your potential, but you want to be honest with yourself, and you want to set something that you're like, I'm actually getting here. Okay, I'm honest with myself. The revenue you need to reach your goal, which is where you want to get minus where you're at, and then how much you need per day. So if you're not a mathematician, you're going to do the difference of that revenue divided by the number of days remaining. You can use your calculators on this. We're not in this isn't a test where you can't use your calculator. So then you get down your per day revenue output.
Yeah, and it's such a cool activity because numbers tell a story, right? And so when you're looking at your daily average, if you're doing 1K a day or 2K a day, don't put a new goal where, like Yogi just said, where all of a sudden it's going to require you doing, 5, 6K a day. Like, be realistic. And yeah, I think you can raise that. Like, the skill is there. There's just things you got to change and some new habits you got to start creating and things you got to let go of. But really cool, activity to go through. So the three non-negotiable commitments, I want you to sit there and think. And I talk about this a lot: low effort, high return things that you can do. That's getting to bed at certain times. That's the minimum hours that you're going to knock per day. The first door you're going to touch. That's the last door you're going to touch. It was really cool. Devin, that's out in Pensacola, he texts me and he's like, "Hey dude, I want you to be my accountability partner. I'm going to send you a picture at the start and the end of my day." I said, "Heck yeah, dude, that fires me up," right? Fires me up. And he feels it now because there's follow up. But think of some things that you can do better. Social media is an easy one. I brick my phone now. I like it's fit. How much is a brick?
$40
Yeah,
or something.
50, $60. Like, talk about a big return where you can brick it, you can schedule it where you're locked out of your social media. Man, it's like that. Those little things are holding a lot of you back from increasing your numbers by a decent percentage, just because you're getting held up by little things that honestly aren't that hard to change. It just takes action.
And guys, we want you like 100%. This is non-negotiable commitments. Like, this is something where you're dying on the hill. I will do
Yeah,
this.
don't put it unless you're like 1000% committed.
Yeah, if you say, "Hey, I want to knock my
And
first
if you're
door
only going to
by,"
do one, then only do one.
Yep.
Right? Where you're like, you don't need to do all three if you're not going to do all three.
And some of this might be mental, right? Like, I know for me, in the summers where I'm knocking and I'm pounding the doors and this point in the year, I need a little bit of something at this point in the summer to bring back some humanity to my life. And so oftentimes my like commitment for the second half would be like, "Hey, I'm going to go for a 15-minute jog every night when I get home." Or, "Hey, I'm going to go hit the gym," or, "Hey, I'm going to do 500," or not, maybe not 500. I'm not that guy. "I'm going to do 100 push-ups every morning."
500 bench is 500 pounds. Though.
Yeah, that's right. But I'd set some other goal like that to kind of increase my confidence and make me feel healthy and human again. And so it can be something like that too. But this has to be something, three things that will improve and help you as a person grow, develop, become, and reach these goals. Mitch talked about kind of raising the bar and hitting the new goal, and don't set something that's so out of reach. But yes, you can still improve, and you should try and improve. And these three non-negotiable commitments, like, this is what will help you reach that goal. And then we want you to spend a couple minutes thinking about why this goal matters. And again, we've talked about this before, but kind of just that deeper meaning behind the summer. It doesn't need to be some crazy dramatic excuse. Like, it can simply just be, "I want to pay for school. Like, that's really important to me. I want to buy a car. That's really important to me. I want to pay off all my debt. That's really important to me." Like, remind yourself of what you want out of this job.
Yeah, this, like, mine, when I'd fill this out or go through a similar practice, why it matters to me is because I wanted to become a finisher and a closer that goes all out and sprints to the finish line. Like, I wanted that to be my identity, and I knew if I did that for this next 2 months, that's who I would become. That's, like, who I would embody because I did it. Like, I went out and did it. It's who I am. And that's why this job is so freaking cool, is everyone has that chance. Like, think of that stepping stone of becoming that person versus not, versus you didn't do that, versus you quit early, you let off the gas. Think of the guy that goes all out, shows up, finishes, sprints to the finish line. Like, think of what that's going to do for you long term in your life. And that's once again, that's why this job is a genuine privilege.
Now, kind of almost the last part of this, and this might be the most important, is an accountability partner. Guys, this is one of the most underrated, underutilized, like, big opportunity things that you should take serious and you should really double down on. Austin Mazer, we obviously hired him to help train our sales reps, and a few guys have hired him for one-on-one coaching. And the thing I've been most inspired by and that I've learned the most from Austin is how valuable an accountability partner is. Like when you guys have someone who truly knows how to hold you accountable and truly knows how to coach you and truly knows how to say, hey, you got to show up, you committed to this, and they're doing check-ins with you every single day, the results come. And so we want you guys to take, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, do it after you finish this, whatever it is, but actually call someone and say, hey, John or Susie or whoever it is, here's what I need. I'm trying to do 3 accounts a day. I'm trying to do 100 push-ups a day. I'm trying to hit these different marks. And I want you to ask me every single day if I did it. And I want you to remind me every single day that I said I would and that it's important. And take this serious. And if you're willing to be my accountability partner, it'll change my life. I need it because it's hard and I can't do it alone. And I need you to be in my corner. I need you to hold me accountable. And seriously, guys, if you'll do this, it will be a game changer for the next 2 months of your life, and you will grow and you will be way more likely to hit these goals.
Yeah, and my advice on that is get someone that you look up to, that you don't want to disappoint, and that you admire, and someone that you want to become like. And someone that you can reach out to, and I promise you, they will be stoked. They will be stoked that you ask them. It can't be just your regular roommate and someone that you talk to consistently that you're already kind of negative here and there, right? Find someone that you look up to a lot that once again, that will help you. So Yogi nailed it on the head. You got the manager's commitment at the bottom. Guys, we're all in. We're a team. We're here for you. We get that it's a freaking roller coaster out there. It's hard. There's highs, there's lows, there's everything in between. But if you do this activity and you do it right, it can change your entire summer. And Yogi on his podcast talk about the marathon. No one cares about the first half as much. It's how did you do the second half? Did you turn up? Did you finish strong? Did you give it everything you had? When you start to see the finish line, did you walk or did you sprint? That's what it's all about.
Guys, we love this group. We love this team. We're proud of you. It has been a summer that will never be forgotten. We've completely changed the history and the course of door-to-door sales for forever. I'm blown away by what we've done. I'm grateful. I'm sincerely grateful. The older I get, the longer I do this job, the more people I meet, the more familiar I become with how life works, the more I just realize I am so fortunate. I'm so lucky because I have incredible people in my life. People like
Yeah.
Mitch, people like my brothers, people like Josiah and Ethan and Parker and McKenna, and I can't even name everybody. Adam, Ryan.
We have such a special group.
Dude, it's amazing.
And the future, guys, the future is so bright at EnviroGuard. So I want everyone to realize, I'm just thinking of homecoming and Mexico. Go get on the manager trip and double down to do whatever it takes. If there's a shot that you can go hit manager, go hit manager. So I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. And I'm grateful and just wanted to echo what Yogi said. Extremely grateful, fired up for the future. Let's make it happen.
Mark Manson dropped this unreal line that reminded me of you.
Okay.
Do hard shit. Not because it's fun, but because the win actually means something. You bled for it. You broke for it. You earned it. Easy wins are forgettable. Hard ones change you. That's the point. And it's your line. Everything is hard and no one cares.
I'm sorry accomplishing your dreams wasn't fast, easy, and risk-free.
Boom.
I'm sorry accomplishing your dreams wasn't fast, easy, and free.
Stress-free.
Stress-free. Stress-free. Man.
No one said it would be easy. I am telling you, it'll be worth it. Wipe the slate clean. Give yourself a fresh start. Make this the best second half we've ever done. Let's do the little things that matter. Let's do the big things that matter. Let's do them together. Let's win. Let's get after it.
Tabula rasa. Love you all.
Woo!